Hey, what is up guys, Ice Ant-Man here. Welcome to Game Booker, and for today we are going to be checking out Tyranitar in the public test server. Yes, it's finally here in the public test server, and I'm going to be showing you guys its skills, its passive, its Unite move, what it can do. Let's check it out. Alright, so this is my first time doing this, but I plan on doing it for future releases and features that they show here in the public test server, so that I can show you guys who aren't able to do it. Okay, so let's see. It is a physical attacker, melee, all-rounder, difficulty intermediate, and then for its progression, Larvitar evolves into Pupitar at level 5, and then Pupitar evolves to Tyranitar at level 9. Okay, so pretty standard. When the Pokemon evolves though, its ability changes. So let's check it out. Larvitar has Guts. It's a gutsy Pokemon. When the Pokemon receives a certain amount of damage, its attack increases for a short time. The ability goes on cooldown after it's triggered. Okay, so if you attack Larvitar enough, its attack will increase and it can fight back. Pupitar has Shed Skin. When the Pokemon receives a certain amount of damage, all of its status conditions are nullified and it is granted a shield. This ability goes on cooldown after it is triggered. So it has a very similar ability to Larvitar, but Shed Skin is more defensive and Guts is more offensive. I feel like once it hits level 5, it can stack attack weights safely as long as Shed Skin is ready. Because this is like a get out of jail free card as long as it has it. We don't know how long the cooldown is exactly though. Anyway, when it becomes level 9, it finally becomes Tyranitar and it gains Sandstream. Alright, Sandstream. Summons a Sandstorm around the Pokemon for a short time after it uses a move. This increases the Pokemon's defense and special defense and deals damage to nearby opposing Pokemon. That is crazy. It deals damage to Pokemon and increases its own defense and special defense. Wow. Okay. Let's go to the practice area and check out its skills. I actually went ahead before shooting this video and I checked it out already so that I can explain some of its skills better. Let's start with Bite. Okay, Bite is just a forward attack. It's very close range. But the nice thing about Bite is that if your opponent has less than 50% HP or their HP goes below 50 because of Bite, they get stunned for a short time. It actually doesn't say 50%, but there you go. I checked it out and apparently it's around 50%. Okay. Okay, so now that we are Pupitar, let's first get Dark Pulse. Dark Pulse is basically Bite, but you can move while using it and the range is a lot longer. There you go. It's something like Dratini and Dragonair's Dragon... Was that Dragon Pulse? Dragon Breath? Dragon Breath? Yeah, I think it's Dragon Breath. There you go, you see? If Dragon Pulse brings your opponent's HP below 50 or it's already below 50, it will stun them. There you go. Also, it does something more. If this move hits an opposing Pokemon again with a set amount of time, it deals additional damage. If this move is used while the user's piercing strength has been increased by Ancient Power, the user can ignore opposing Pokemon's defense and shield for a longer duration. Okay, so Dark Pulse obviously has a combo with Ancient Power. When we level up, let's get Ancient Power first. Okay. So you need to hit the same Pokemon with Dark Pulse multiple times after it's cooled down. If you do that, it will deal increased damage. Okay, let's level up. You gain your next move and Unite move at level 9 and evolve. So level 9 is a crazy power spike because you evolve, you gain your Unite move, and Rock Polish levels up to either Ancient Power or Sand Tomb. But since Dark Pulse is has a combo with Ancient Power, let's get Ancient Power. Okay, so Ancient Power is basically like it's similar to Duraludon's Dragon Pulse, where you charge it up and it hits opposing Pokemon around you. There you go. If it hits opposing Pokemon, you can attack again with the second wave. It's a cone attack in front of you. And yeah, wait, I will explain to you some of the little things that goes on when you use those moves, okay? Charges power before releasing a shockwave. The shockwave deals damage to nearby opposing Pokemon and leaves them unable to act for a short time. So if you hit opposing Pokemon with this move, it stuns them for a short time. While the user is charging power, its movement speed increases, it gains a shield, and it becomes resistant to hindrances. So this is really crazy for catching up to Pokemon or escaping. As long as you're charging it up, you are immune to resistant to hindrances. Immune is like 100% immune. Resistant is there are still some things that can cause hindrances to Tyranitar. Some things. And then movement speed increases and you gain a shield. If you hit opposing Pokemon, two things happen. The first one is Tyranitar gets a buff. Okay, so the buff is the user's piercing strength increases, allowing it to ignore opposing Pokemon's defense and shield effects for a set time. So as long as you hit the opposing Pokemon with the charged attack of the Ancient Power, you can attack them and ignore their defenses. If this move hits an opposing Pokemon, the user can release a second Shockwave. So that's the second thing that happens if you hit opposing Pokemon with this. You can release a second Shockwave, dealing damage and decreasing opponent's movement speed for a short time. If the second Shockwave hits, yes, there is more! If the second Shockwave hits, the user is granted another shield. So you charge this first, you gain a shield, immune to hindrances, movement speed up, and then you can use it again. If you use it again, you gain a shield again and slow opponents. There's so much going on with Tyranitar. Okay, so you gain another shield, and the strength of the shield is proportional to the number of opposing Pokemon hit by the second Shockwave, reaching maximum shield strength if 3 Pokemon are hit. So make sure to hit 2 or 3 Pokemon with the second Shockwave, guys. Your shield will increase even more. When you hit opponents with the first Shockwave, you have piercing strength buff, and then hit opponents with Dark Pulse. Dark Pulse will ignore your opponent's defense and shield. And then if you hit opponents with Dark Pulse multiple times, it'll deal even more damage. Unite move of Tyranitar is a buff. Has the user explode with anger and go on a rampage, increasing its movement speed for a short time. If the user is affected by a hindrance, it will return to normal faster than normal. Okay, so basically, when you use your Unite move, you get stronger. If you are hit by hindrances, you will lose the buff faster. Okay, so while the user is rampaging, its basic attack pattern changes and the attacks deal increased damage. If the HP of an opposing Pokemon hit by these basic attacks is below a set percentage, it is immediately knocked out. Immediately knocked out. How can we tell? Wait, where's Blissey? Blissey, come here. Okay, so I wonder what that percentage is, because that's crazy. Once opposing Pokemon's HP is below a set percentage, and then you hit them while you're buffed by your Unite move, they instantly die? Let's check this out. Okay. Okay, so less than half. Oh, there's a bar! Did you see that? It's around 1/6. As long as their HP is below that green bar in their HP, when you go near them and you punch them, they instantly get KO'd. Oh man, that counters focus bans, guys. And for those opponents that like to KO everyone with a clutch HP, there are some Pokemon like that, like Venusaur. Absol also does that, where they run around with super low HP because they know that they can kill you even faster than you can kill them. This is really good, even for opponents that have crazy sustain, even if you bring their HP down to below a certain amount, like Slowbro. This is gonna KO them. Oh man, that's really good. I wonder what the cooldown is. Okay, so let's get out of here and try the other skills. Bite, Rock Polish. Now let's get Stone Edge and yeah, Sand Tomb. So what Stone Edge does is you can use it 3 times, and the damage increases the closer your opponents are to you. So it's a cone, a small cone, medium cone, and then half circle. What is nice about this is that since you can use it multiple times, you can trigger your Sandstorm multiple times. Okay, so make sure that they are in the inner part of the cone when you use this, because it deals more damage. It's hard to tell because of the Sandstorm. 1,100. Okay, so roughly around like 3,700, 3,800. It's hard to tell because of the Sandstorm. Okay, anyway, let's go near. And now we can't avoid the Sandstorm. Okay. Yeah, so just a few hundreds more. So Sand Tomb is actually something that I really like. It's a dashing move, and I think you can go past walls. There you go. Yes, you can. And as long as you're inside the Sand Tomb, you can use it again to CC opponents. You basically pull them. There you go. Bam. You pull them towards you. But if you get out of there, you can't use the second attack. Okay, so let's read if it has any more little details, deals damage to opposing Pokemon in the area of effect, dealing more damage the closer the opposing Pokemon are to the user. This move can be used up to 3 times with a set amount of time, with the area effect widening each time it's used. Upgrade increases the damage dealt by this move. So it's just damage. It's not like Dark Pulse where it has a direct combo with the other move. Okay, let's read Sand Tomb. Oh, that's long. Has the user move in the designated direction in a single bound, dealing damage to any opposing Pokemon it hits while leaping and leaving them unable to act for a short time. Okay, so if you hit opposing Pokemon during the dash, you actually stun them. Let's try. There you go. So you stun them. It's very short. And then when the user lands, the shock from landing creates a cloud of dust at the point of impact that deals damage over time and decreases the movement speed of opposing Pokemon within the area of effect. Okay, so yeah, it slows opponents, deals damage over time. If this move is used again while the user is in the cloud of dust, opposing Pokemon in front of the user will be pulled closer to it. Furthermore, while the user is in the cloud of dust, it takes reduced damage and can ignore the defense and shield effects of opposing Pokemon. Okay, so while you are inside the sand, you ignore defenses of opposing Pokemon. So it's kind of similar to Ancient Power, where he likes ignoring defenses, huh? And this is one of the Pokemon where I feel like both skill sets are actually very good. So that is it for our Tyranitar moves and skills showcase. Let me know in the comments which set do you think you prefer. Do you prefer Stone Edge and Sand Tomb? Or do you prefer Dark Pulse and Ancient Power? Or, you could mix things up. You could use Dark Pulse and Sand Tomb, although Dark Pulse does have a combo with Ancient Power. Or you could use Stone Edge and Ancient Power. So, just leave it in the comments below. And yeah, let me know if you are planning to main this Pokemon. It's looking really good. It has a very good balance of defense and offense because its skills, give increased defense itself. It ignores opponents' defenses. So this is an all-rounder. This is a real all-rounder. Okay, so I will see you guys again next time when we have more things to showcase in Pokemon Unite. Stay tuned. Bye-bye.